Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Truthar, and I'm coming at you from Voluntary Visions. Today, what I would like to talk to you about is shooting Nazis and why you shouldn't shoot Nazis. If that confuses you in some way, then I would tell you not to go around shooting Nazis. This video is meant exactly for you. Okay. So there's this guy on Facebook, and I'm friends with him. I know the guy in real life. Give you the shirt off his back, do good for anybody, plays music, wonderful dude. And he had on his Facebook page, where he had copied and shared this picture, and on it it said, Nazis are people too. Nazis are the children of others. They eat, sleep, and have dreams. Nazis are people too. Even still, you should shoot Nazis. Blew my mind. Could not believe that this guy would have something on there like that. You should just go and shoot them? So then I looked a little bit closer, and since he had already deleted his, while looking through more stuff like this, I found these three that I want to share with you. This first one says, kill your local child molester. Now, what's a child molester? Someone that has molested a child. If you have molested a child, you're a child molester. If you have not molested a child, you're not a child molester. Easy, simple. Yeah, I get it. Kill your local child abuser. Well, some people believe disciplining children in certain ways is okay and not okay. So this one's a little bit less solid, but still pretty solid. Kill your local child abuser. If you abuse children, you're a child abuser. If you don't abuse children, you're not a child abuser. Easy. The next one says kill your local heroin dealer. Well, now we're really starting to get fuzzy. Doctors prescribe fentanyl, which is an opioid more powerful than heroin. Okay? So is this saying to kill doctors? The next one says kill your local drug dealer, which kind of confused me. Why not just combine heroin dealer and drug dealer into the same thing? But kill your local drug dealer. Okay, so pharmacists at CVS, beware, because somebody posted this on the internet. Okay, so that's very fuzzy. And what about Jane at the party? That's passing out a whole bunch of joints, and she asked for people to kick in a couple dollars. All right, kill her too. The next one says kill your local racist. Well, now we're really getting vague here. Okay, so there's somebody named Carl. He goes to Walmart and buys his favorite rap CD, and he playing it on the way home. And in the song, the artist says the N-word. And Carl, singing along with it, also says the N-word. Oh my God. Is Carl a racist? I see someone walking down the street of a different ethnicity than me and notice that that person has cornrows in their hair. And I think to myself, that looks like something pretty slick, pretty laid back, something that I might want to have in my hair. Sure. Okay. But now I've done what's called cultural appropriation. Yeah, I think that's what it's called, which makes me a racist. So by me looking at another person of a different ethnicity and saying nothing about the fact that we're a different ethnicity, couldn't care less, but liking something about that person, admiring something about that person, and wanting to imitate it on myself. Imitation is the best form of flattery. So as I'm imitating cornrows, okay, now technically I'm a racist. The last one says kill your local rapist. Well, okay, I'll just put it like this. A rapist is someone who sexually molests another person without consent. Without consent includes unable to give consent. So that's what a rapist is. So if you've sexually molested someone without their consent, you're a rapist. If you have not sexually molested someone without their consent, then you're not a rapist. Okay. So some of these are extraordinarily fuzzy. Some of them, 2 of them, are pretty solid. It goes on to say, fuck rehabilitation and prison sentences for these people. So, Carl, when you sang that rap song and you said the N word along with the artist, no one's going to go and say, hey, Carl, that's you may hurt someone's feelings by saying that. People also aren't even going to go to the extreme length of saying, you know what, Carl, we believe you should have to go to prison and serve a sentence for saying that word. Instead, people are going to shoot all the way up and say, Carl, we're going to have you murdered because you said that word. Then it goes on to say, fuck any pity or sympathy for these people. So Carl, whenever an axe murderer that has read this goes to your house at 3 in the morning and starts hacking you up in front of your family, I want you to remember that guy should not have any pity or sympathy for you. Okay? Because you're a racist, Carl. Then finally it says, fuck their rights. Not only are you going to be murdered, but you have no rights now. No one cares about your rights. So that's the first one I wanted to show you guys. The second one says, kill your local Nazi. Okay, well, Nazis kind of got taken care of. They were killed in World War II. They lost in World War II. They stood trial in the Nuremberg trials for human rights violations. America, coincidentally, took in some of the Nazi scientists for Operation Paperclip. But if you were a Nazi, you're dead by now. If you're not dead, you're ancient and couldn't do anything to anybody anyways. The last one says, the second one says, kill your local rapist. Okay. Third one says, kill your local racist. Still gives no definition on what that means. Just kill them. Don't ask. Don't get evidence. If they are accused as a racist or a Nazi, then they should be killed. The last one says, shoot your local racist. Just very simple. They're proud of it. This last one that I found is actually a decal that you can proudly put on whatever you want as long as it has a surface that can be adhesed to. Just shoot your local racist. All right, so here's my biggest problem. I've got a lot of problems with this stuff. The fact that we are an evolved society and we're past just murdering people that think differently than us. You know who murdered people that thought differently than them? The Nazis. Yep, the Nazis did. Murderers, they murder people that think differently than them. But good, rational people do not do this. And yet, I'm seeing it all over Facebook and other places too. But here's my problem with, my biggest problem with all this. The fact that racist and Nazi is not defined. It's just a word. And I have a theory on how all this came to be. Somewhere, years ago, someone called someone a racist. And that person says, excuse me, I'm not a racist. And the other person said, oh, yes, you are. And then the person that was accused said probably something like this. But I have friends of other ethnicities. How could I be a racist? And the person says, that's exactly what a racist would say. And the person being accused realized they had no way to defend the idea that they're a Nazi. So the person accusing, or excuse me, a racist, although they're rather synonymous now. So if you accuse someone of being a racist or a Nazi, apparently now you don't have to provide evidence. You just say they are, and you're good. The person being accused can say all kinds of stuff, and it simply won't work. Once you're accused of being a racist, there is no way to defend yourself. You're just screwed. Once accused, no matter what you say, they'll say, well, that's what a racist would say. You're done. Okay, so one person accuses another person. The person vigorously tries to shake the accusation. So these people being accused, what they do is they say, you know what? I'm not a racist. In fact, I am such not a racist. You see, all these other people doing these little things, they're actually the racist. I'm not. Okay? All these other people sit up in their chair and they're like, whoa, hold up. What's that? Okay, no. Don't go calling me a racist. Well, because I sing along with rap music and I have certain hairstyles. Okay, don't go calling me a racist. I'm not a racist. Let's see. I'm such not a racist. Oh, I think all these other racists are actually Nazis, and I hate them. Like, that's how much I'm not a racist. All these other people, they're Nazis, and I hate them, right? Then you have Hillary Clinton in 2016 going up on stage saying, all these racists and homophobes and deplorables, okay? Everybody, and basically she was meaning everyone that didn't agree with her. Now, everybody's up in arms. It is a race to prove that you are not a racist. And the only way that seems to work that you're not a racist is by accusing everyone else of being a racist. So now everybody's just flinging shit all over everybody else to prove that they're not a racist because, in fact, they're such a super not racist. What they do is they spend their time showing the world who all is truly a racist, not them, everybody else. This evolves to such a point that eventually people say, well, not only are racists Nazis, but I believe that you should punch a Nazi. That's how much of a racist I'm not. Then those people said, well, you know what? I will take you one further. Instead of just punching a Nazi, I believe Nazis should be killed, shot. That's how much of a not racist I am. Then people took it up another step and they said, well, you know, I believe that Nazis are humans. They're people, but they are so horrible, so scummy that I still believe you should shoot them. That is the pinnacle of how not much of a racist I am. Okay? Now, we have this asymptotic curve going up. Everyone becoming more extreme than the next to prove that they're not a racist. But the problem with this is only going to get worse. I don't know what the next step is going to be here. But I know that it's going upwards. It's becoming more intense. People are doing more extreme things to prove that they're not a racist. Okay? And that's another big thing. There are no Nazis. Okay? They're neo-Nazis. Yeah, I've watched American History X, and I know that sometimes people like to shave their head and become skinheads and get a swastika. Ooh, that's so edgy. And they walk around and they talk about the superior race. They're stupid. Everyone sees them as stupid. Very few people in America go, dang, you've got a point there, Mr. Skinhead. It's such an extreme minority that it's on the outskirt of any statistical bell curve. Anyways, here's my point, if I was going to actually have a point here. And that is, tone it down. tone it down for others too. Okay? If someone calls you a racist, unless they have a good reason, unless you're like, wow, you see the color of my skin? That means I'm superior to that guy and that guy and that guy, and they're scum and I'm great. Okay? That would be a racist, obviously. But for anything trivial, the fact that someone is white does not make them a racist. It doesn't make you a racist that you're an ethnicity different than whoever's accusing you. So don't worry about it. Let them be stupid and just laugh it off. Let it go. Okay? I think eventually, over time, we can put this to rest. Talk to people, say, hey, I don't like the idea of mass shootings. I don't think you do either. And putting up a sign that says shoot your local racist encourages mass shootings. Why would you do that, buddy? And then let them, kind of come to terms with how crazy of a statement they're actually putting out there. How harmful of a statement they're putting out there. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, you've got a right to free speech. If you want to be racist, be racist. If you want to be racist against me because I have a complexion and you feel a certain way about me having this complexion, be racist. Say whatever you're going to say. That way, I know that you're a racist and I can avoid you. Don't hold it inside. If you hold it inside, I'm not going to know that you're a racist. Well, at least not quickly. So use your free speech, but let's not incite the crazies of the internet to go around murdering people. Why anyone would think that's a good idea is beyond me, except for the idea that they don't really mean it. They're just trying to prove how much of a super not racist they are. Okay, so if everybody chills out, I think we can move past this. If you have any comments, please share them below and please subscribe. Again, this is Michael Truthar from Voluntary Visions. I'll talk to you later.